Hey guys, so in this video I have this very colorful cut crease tutorial for you all, and this is definitely very different than what I usually do on YouTube. I usually do, very simple, neutral, easy to do, easy to recreate, semi-wearable for the average person. There's a giant asterisk next to that. Some of my looks I go a little crazy on, but I don't mean to. This one is definitely one of my more bolder, different looks I don't post on YouTube. This is probably the craziest one I've ever posted. But I am doing the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge on Instagram, and majority of my looks turn out similar to this. They're either cut creases or colorful or bold or crazy and kind of unwearable to most people. And so I figured I would just do a video and show you kind of the techniques I use to get the looks I'm posting on Instagram. And so this is just kind of what I came up with. And yeah, that's kind of it. So to start this look off, I am taking a white eyeshadow and just using that as my brow bone highlight. I later changed it up, but this is just what I started with. And so I'm just placing that down, and then I'm taking Buttercupcake and Flamepoint from Sugarpill. And I'm starting with Flamepoint, and I'm just applying that in my crease and blending it up. And you really don't have to worry about it getting on your lid because we're going to be cleaning that up a little bit later. But once I have Flamepoint down, I'm taking Buttercupcake and I'm just using that to blend out the edge and just blend it up into that white, which later the yellow becomes the brow bone highlight instead of the white. But this is just the base and the start of our cut crease. And then taking these ultra bright pigments from Mayo Makeup, I'm just going over the Sugarpill shadows and just brightening them and making them more defined. And I really love these colors. They're very bright, but the only bad thing about them is that they can be very patchy when you're trying to apply them and blend them out on their own. So I like to use the Sugarpill as a base. And it just helps make the colors a little bit more vivid and stronger than they would be on their own, as well as it makes it more blendable. So I'm just repeating the step I just did with the yellow, and this is where the yellow sort of becomes the brow bone highlight. But yeah, just repeating that. And then to get the cut crease, I'm taking a concealer. This is by NYX, and it's just one of their cream concealers. And what I do is I sort of carve it out, and usually I'm only doing one eye. And so since I was doing two, I made sure I carved it out on both eyes first so that they were pretty close to the same. And then I went ahead and filled in my lid, covering up any of that orange that got on the lid. And I just do that, and then I take this green color and place it all over my lid. This is Acidberry by Sugarpill. I forgot to put in a little color introduction thing, but I'm just placing that with a fluffy brush and then going in with a little more smaller detailed brush to go right up against that line we created, and just packing on the color here. And again, this is just acting as a base color for a brighter Mayo pigment. Next, I'm taking Love Plus by Sugarpill, and I'm just going on the outer edge of the cut crease that we created and just defining it even more and adding more dimension. So I'm just creating a line and then blending it up and softening it out. And you want to be very careful with doing stuff like this because you don't want to overdo it. You just want this to be a soft detail. So take your time, do it light at first, and then go back in and add more dimension where you feel you need it. Then taking this green ultra bright pigment, I'm just placing that all over the acidberry color we placed down before, and just repeating that with a fluffy brush and then going in with a smaller, more detailed brush to get right up against that line, making sure that that line stays as crisp and as clean as I can keep it. And then I went in with a wing liner, so I started out with a line extending from the outer part of my lashes and then connecting it back midway to my lashes and doing a line all the way across my lashes and then just filling it in. And for lower lash line, I kept it very simple with just some black eyeliner, and I also placed down a little bit of black eyeshadow right outside my lash line. And for a little accent, I decided to add a pearl in the inner corner instead of doing a wing or something crazy like I usually do. I decided to keep it simple. So this is the finished look. Give the video a thumbs up, comment what you thought of it down below, and thanks for watching.